Well, today I'm going to be painting a custom painting. Somebody has purchased this already, and now it's up to me to create it. And if they love it, I send it to them. If they don't love it, I refund the money. Anyways, guys, sorry that it took so long to go live. My computer was acting crazy, but it's good to see you all. And Gretchen, glad that you're here. I'm not going to waste any more time, but Renee is here with me. Renee, how are you?
I'm excellent, thanks. Perfect.
So I'm going to show you guys real quick what this image looks like. You can see right here. Now, this is a little bit, I modified the reference a little bit to try to bring in a little bit of sunlight, but this is, I will let Gretchen talk about this because there's a story. There is a story to this image, and I think that it's worth sharing because it's quite an interesting story. So anyway, Renee, if there's anything that you want to read for me, please do.
Okay.
Guys, I'm just going to walk through this. Titanium white, cadmium yellow light, quinacridone red, ultramarine blue, phthalo green, and that is actually carbon black. Probably won't use much of it, but have it there. This is a gesso panel, and we're going to have some fun. I'm very much looking forward to this. And you can see I started doing a little bit of a drawing, little drawing here, just to get going on this great idea. But
okay. Hey Jed, will Gretchen says she loves the photo. I mean, awesome. I think she means your edits to it. And it's really good.
Yeah. Cool.
And I can read what she sent about the photo.
Yeah. I was thinking about that. Yeah, you can do that. That makes sense.
Okay. She says, this is Honolulu in Kapoho on the Big Island. This particular house was one we visited every year. It was our retreat. This community of homes started as a fishing village in the mid-1800s. All the little homes have lagoons that rise and fall with the tide. They are all heated geothermally by lava that flows underground with tons of fish, turtles, and other critters. A true ecosystem. Isn't that crazy that lava can heat the water?
Crazy.
The property had tons of fruit trees. We would walk out and pick some mangoes for breakfast or limes for margaritas. The picture I'm attaching is looking west. Behind is the beach around 100 feet from the house. Every morning when the sun rises in the east, it would illuminate the lagoon and all the flowers. I would like for you to capture the morning sunlight. I never know how to say this.
Bougainvillea.
Yes, that flower and reflections. There is, of course, much more to this story. I'll be sending more pictures to give you a feel for the place. Okay, that sounds magical.
And do you have there is another email that has more of the story?
Yes, it is brief. She didn't share too many details, so maybe she can share a little bit more in the chat.
Yeah.
She said, we had stayed in several other homes in the neighborhood before choosing this one as home. They were all rustic and charming. Sadly, we lost the whole area to the lava in 2018. We were the last ones to visit the property and have not been back. Oh, that just breaks my heart.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Nope.
So Gretchen, I want to hear more about that. Like, how did that happen? It's so beautiful.
Yeah. Very wonderful. I mean, it's a very wonderful like image and picture and everything. It's super, super sad how it's lost.
Yeah.
But hopefully this can be a little something of special memory that'll keep it with you.
Yes, I guess a person would be very glad they weren't visiting at the time.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, so Jed, in addition to you painting this commission for Gretchen, we are here to celebrate the winners of the 30-day engagement challenge. We've been doing a challenge in the Brave Artist community for the past month and challenging the Brave Artists to be engaging in the community. So there's a leaderboard there when you log in. So it tracks everybody's engagement. So some people are probably like competitive and they're probably really into it. I'm not very competitive, so I don't know if I would have really been up there, but
yeah, you are more competitive than you.
Really.
Yeah. Renee doesn't know herself. She doesn't actually know herself as well
You think
as
I'm competitive?
she thinks sometimes.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, she's really competitive. Her mom is like the nicest person in the world and acts like she's not competitive, and then she'll beat you to pulp and Scrabble and games like that.
Well, with games, my mom is extremely competitive. I mean, she just enjoys it, but she gets into it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to the leaderboard here. Jed, do you want to describe what the prize is for the top 3 people, for the 3 winners?
No.
Oh, okay, I will. So this is a unique prize, and it's something, I don't know if we've ever done this before, but Jed said that the top 3 people on the leaderboard would get a personal critique from him on a painting. So that is of high value to get feedback from Jed on a painting. I think that's really amazing.
Truly.
Truly amazing. I mean, how often does that happen?
Never.
Hardly ever. Okay, so...
Although I did it the other day on somebody's painting in the Acrylic University membership. I don't know if you saw that. I made a little short video in response to something I saw in there.
I heard you do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't normally do that. I just normally don't have time to do that kind of thing. But I happened to be in there. I saw something and I was like, oh, I could just do this really quick right here. Let me see what this would be like.
Yeah.
Made a loom video.
Oh my goodness.
I'm pretty sure.
That was nice of you. Okay, so yeah, and to clarify, we realized during this challenge that you get points not from liking and commenting on other people's posts. Maybe you get some points from that.
No, you don't.
You don't get any points from that?
No.
Oh my word. Okay, so we realize you really get points when you create your own post and get a lot of engagement on it and a lot of people responding, a lot of conversation about your post.
It's just if you create something of value. That's basically the easiest way to think of it.
I totally thought it was about commenting and encouraging other people and stuff. Well,
if you encourage somebody else and they like what you said back, yeah, you get a point for that. But it's more about, it's easier if you're posting. Let's just say that. It's easier to get points.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so the leaderboard, Jed, do you know who's at the top?
Yeah, of course. I don't, it hasn't changed, honestly, at the top. It's been the same for a while.
Okay, well, is Julie here? Julie Gortz. Julie, are you here? I don't see Julie. But she knew that she was at the top. But I don't see her in here. But anyway, Julie had 2,568 points, which is more than double.
No way. Are you
Second
serious?
person, yes.
I didn't know it was
No,
that much
sorry,
more.
it's not more than double, but it is
Almost
1,000. No, it's 1,000 more. It's 1,000 more points than the second person.
Okay.
So, Julie, that's amazing. Julie's a busy lady. She's very kind. Okay, so Julie's going to get a critique from Jed. Then the second person who has 1,530 points is Trudy Zelenka. So Trudy, congratulations. That's so exciting. And I did see Trudy here. She's definitely here.
Okay. Cool. Gosh.
Okay, and then the third one, Katie was telling me today, there was a little bit of, I can't remember what it was, but there was a close call here for the third. The third is, do you want to guess who it is, Jed?
No. Oh, what? I think I know who it is.
Somebody you saw in Indiana.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah. Elisa.
Yeah.
McLaughlin. Sorry, I don't know how to say her last name, but we know Elisa. So Elisa had 1,251 points. So good job, guys. That's amazing.
Amazing.
Oh yeah, Elisa. Is it Elisa or Elisa?
Elisa. Yeah.
Okay, Elisa is here. She says, Julie is the pillar of our school community. Julie, the queen, Katie says.
That's hilarious.
That's so funny. If Julie was here, she is here. She is here. Okay. Julie, you have to tell us your tricks. And Trudy and Elisa, what are your tricks to being up so high on that list?
Show up every day. Do the work.
Oh, man. Okay, and then actually I have to mention Carrie Dillingham because she was right so close to Elisa. She was like 20 points under.
Really?
Basically. Yeah.
Close.
Fourth, which was so close.
Yeah, that is.
So that's amazing.
Good competition
Carrie.
there.
And Carrie's here. That's crazy. Very close. So that's fun. Jed, we'll have to figure out when to do those critiques.
Yeah, we will.
You can.
I was thinking maybe we could do it next year. Wait, what? Just joking, guys.
Very funny.
Well, I'm a year out on critiques. That's kind of the way it's been. I've just backed up a bit. So.
No, we're not going to wait that long. Elisa said I had to go through all the stages of grief accepting I probably wasn't going to make it. So maybe Carrie was ahead of Elisa.
I don't know.
Maybe that's what happened. Yeah, I think that.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't keep track of it every day or anything. I just would look in, check in. But I do know that it was a good, that it wasn't close for the first two. The third one was close, and yeah, that made it a little bit more interesting. We're like, well, you know what? We're not going to do that exact thing again. It's too easy. We're not doing that exact thing for you know what I'm saying. Like I don't think that there will be anybody who wins besides the people who won. Yeah. Well, I mean, you don't know. But Julie did say I started when the community started. So she has been in there. Well, it's just but we were just doing the 30 days. Yeah, you're right. It was just a 30-day leaderboard, Julie. Yeah. So actually, it honestly was just all in the...
No, Jed, this is the all-time
No,
leaderboard.
well, don't look at the all-time. Then you.
Oh my gosh, it's the same people. Well, it doesn't matter.
Okay. Yeah. Well, yes, it's not based on the all-time. It's based on the 30-day.
Oh, that's funny. Well, either way, you're right. I kept looking at the all-time one for some reason.
Well, I'm really, really glad that you read it was the same and you announced the correct people, because that would have been really disappointing
for somebody.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, well, good job. And then Shauna Nee, Rachel Miller, Sheila Anderson, Susan Scott, Maria Dolan, Pascal Cherry, those were the remaining top 10.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, good job, you guys. We appreciate you and glad that you're engaged in the group. And yeah, we love the stuff that you guys are doing, and everybody appreciate you.
Elissa said, Julie is posting quotes of the day and her art and a million observations from life and engages in deep conversations and shares dark humor. She just engages 100 ways every day. So there you go. That's Julie's secret.
That's the trick. Engagement challenge. That's what it's about. Engaging.
Yes. Oh, man. Okay, so this is looking nice, Jed.
Well, thanks.
I'm surprised you started with a detailed area like that.
It's because it's the main thing that I wanted to get right.
Oh, nice.
If I don't get that kind of in there at some level, the rest isn't going to matter as much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so we can talk a little bit. Man, guys, I feel like I'm a little bit thrown off by all the technical complications that just happened. It's like, you guys, I don't know if you know, but man, when there's technical stuff, it's just like,
stressful?
it's just so not fun at all. It's not fun. And so I feel like I was in high alert stress mode, just trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
And it was, this is what happened. The computer decided on its own to refresh, restart, update. And I came in and I'm like, oh no, the computer, refreshed, did its own update. And I knew it might be an issue, but you don't really know until you get into the program and that kind of thing. And so anyways, it wasn't till we were going in and I was trying to go live that I realized, oh no, it's not reading the camera. Like there's nothing coming through. And so it's just that kind of thing. But what's funny is the solution is almost always not that complicated, but you have to figure it out. And all the solution was restarting the computer. Even though it had just restarted, that was why I wasn't thinking it would work, because I'm like, well, it just restarted and it just refreshed itself. So why would restarting it make it work? But anyways. Yeah. I'm pulling myself out of it now. Yeah. Happy to be here.
Yeah, well, you're putting some really pretty colors on the canvas. I love that water. That really pretty water color.
Well, this is acrylic. It's not watercolor.
I didn't say that.
I heard the word watercolor.
Oh.
I'm just joking.
Oh boy. So how are you choosing what to paint? You're painting like some of those branches from the foreground, I see. And then you're going to do negative painting around them.
Yeah.
Some folks were asking about your thought process.
Oh, you should know better than to ask me about my thought process, because usually it's just not much. I just do stuff.
I'm excited to see you add the flowers in the end. Well, I don't know if they're going to come in the end, but they're going to be really pretty.
What I'm kind of trying to do is just get I don't want to have to paint around everything in this foreground necessarily. So that's why I'm coming back and working on some of this water. But I want it to be a little bit softer and more, just feel a little bit different than the branches and the stuff that's in the foreground.
Yeah. Or else it would just be lots of green and blues.
And it would be a lot of sharp edges and things like that.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of, I mean, the picture is mostly green and various kinds of greens, but I'm thinking a lot about the edges and the way that we can have variation in the way that the water looks versus the stuff that's on the land.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Thank you.
Do you remember our first trip to Hawaii? I want to hear who's been to Hawaii. Tell me where you've been. Tell me some of the highlights. We were there for our 10-year anniversary.
That was a highlight.
That was fun. Just the two of us before we had Willow in Kauai. My sister, we used my sister's timeshare, and she recommended Kauai because it was less touristy than some of the other places, the other islands, and we really enjoyed it.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome both times when we went. We've been twice, not like every year like Gretchen. She sounds like they came to this spot multiple times.
She said every year.
Yeah. I don't know how many years in a row, but that's really awesome to have a tradition like that. I was talking to somebody the other day who they stay at the same place on Kauai. It was like a little connection point with them. Remember, I think I told you, there's a guy at the small engine repair shop.
Oh, yeah?
Because I took the pressure washer in.
Yeah.
And he was telling me about how he loves Kauai, and they go to Princeville.
Oh, yeah,
all the
I
time.
remember you saying that. Yeah.
But he just said that he likes going to the same place year after year. And it made me think, oh, yeah, we have only gone twice. But I think there's something cool about a tradition. Mm-hmm. Like Gretchen had, going to the same place. You kind of get to know it.
Yeah. That's cool. Well, I have some responses. Shauna from Australia, who I talked to this week. Snorkeling in Hanama Bay in about 93. Julie's never been to Hawaii. Alyssa, Oahu and the Big Island from my brother's wedding 18 years ago. Nancy Claire, Maui Kanapali Beach is our favorite. Maui, Kauai, love the smells, the sights, sounds, snorkeling. Elizabeth, my cousin lives in Maui. I live vicariously through his Facebook posts. I've been to Maui twice. Adoring color choices, Jed. I know you're following the picture, but they look better on canvas. Thanks for painting live. So helpful. By the way, I've never been to Hawaii. I was there 55 years ago.
Whoa, awesome.
Oh boy, we had our car broken into and our purse stolen while we were there. I guess that's why they haven't gone back.
Yeah.
That's
bad memories.
Oh, that's really sad. Married on Maui in 1986. Then we went back 10 years later. My sister and brother-in-law are in Hawaii now for a wedding. I've never been. Oahu, 1978. Lots of people have been to Hawaii. Oh, first time we went to Maui for our 10-year anniversary too. We've been back twice since. So many visits to Hawaii.
I feel like a lot of people go to Maui.
Yeah, if we went back, I think I'd like to go there. I was there when I was in first grade, but I don't remember too much.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting when we lived in Indiana, a lot of people vacationed in Florida, of course. And now that we live in Washington, it makes sense, but a lot of people vacation in Hawaii.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I think it would be Mexico. I mean, people from here go to Mexico too, but I felt like it was Florida and Mexico when we were in Indiana. Like nobody really went to Hawaii.
No, so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not probably true, just percentage wise, way less.
Yeah. Born on Oahu, raised in California. I've visited Oahu, Maui, Kauai, and the Big Island many times. It's my happy place. Watching the sunrise on Haleakala is magical. Snorkeling is our favorite activity.
Snorkeling's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I've told this story about snorkeling. That one time, do you remember when I got that fish food from somebody when we showed up at the beach? They handed me their leftover fish food and they're like, if you want to use this, you can.
Yeah.
And so I took it out with me and I didn't know anything about anything really, but I just was like, this will be fun.
Yeah.
So I went out and I can't remember. Oh, I was just like squeezing out one at a time because that's kind of what you're supposed to do. But I was out there for quite a while and I still had some left and I was just thinking, oh, I should just get rid of this. And so I decided I would just like let all of it out. And I just opened the little Ziploc bag up and I let all the fish food out at the same time. And there was this massive flurry of fish. They all came and I felt like I got swarmed kind of by the fish.
Yeah.
And it freaked me out. And it was like a little panic mode. It was so funny. It's like, why did I do it that way? But it was
like they were going to attack you.
Yeah, that's what it felt like. They were coming for me.
Oh man.
It was funny though.
Yeah, I thought it was amazing. We were there in fall of 2024 for our 25th anniversary. With some friends, and our daughter came. So it was a group trip. But Jed and I would be going on a walk and it would just start raining. Like, do you remember that?
Yeah.
It would just, it was so wet. It would just start raining totally out of the blue. And then it would be over. And then we'd like run under like a palm tree and try to stay dry. And it was amazing.
That's the very wet part too of, the north side of Kauai is pretty known for being wet.
Whoa, this person, their name is Back on Island. Lived on Kauai for 20 years. Loved plein air painting on Kauai. I now go every year for a month. Living in Washington for the last 2 years. Too cold to plein air paint year round here.
True.
Yeah, that's cool. That's fun.
Yeah. That would be pretty cool to be able to just step out and do it at any point.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say this, it's not that you can't do it, because my friend Justin, who lives in Indiana, he does it year round.
Yeah.
And he will paint in frigid temperatures, like very, very cold. So
yeah. Do you think you could do that with acrylics? He does oil.
Yeah, no, that's probably true.
Yeah.
I don't know if it would work.
Yeah. Well, he's one of a kind.
Yeah.
Not many people are doing that.
He's a diehard for sure.
Yeah.
There are not many people dedicated like that.
Okay, so Margaret's asking did you use paint on your canvas or is that black gesso?
It's black gesso.
Okay. Could you use black paint?
Yeah.
Like, doesn't really matter?
Doesn't really matter. It's
Okay.
just, this is flat, like a flat surface, like, matte kind of surface rather than any gloss.
Yeah.
Somebody wrote an email or a message somehow to Renee, and she got it. I don't know when. When did you get that message? Like
yesterday.
And they said, I really like having you on the live streams with Jed. And so Renee decided, like, so funny. I didn't think she would be here at all. But the encouragement works, you guys. So like, if you do like having Renee here, just make sure you send a text or an email or something to her and say, you know what, it just means so much when you're here. And she's
Boy,
here, she's really got a good attitude about it. Like if I ask her to come do it, she might do it.
No, Jed, I've been doing it with you recently.
I know, but I'm just saying you might do it.
Oh.
You might be begrudging a little bit about it though too. And
no, really?
But today you were like, hey, Jed, we've got our live stream. Let's go. I was like,
whoa, I'm getting love and hugs now.
I love it. See?
So nice.
See, it matters. It's important that you're here.
So funny. Oh boy.
Guys, I'm pretty excited for my bloom lesson. I went over to, well, I'm just going to tell you that it's going to be I think it'll be a good one.
Okay, tell us, what is your bloom lesson? Can you explain what that is for people who may not know?
We have a membership. In the membership, I create something called a bloom lesson. I don't know how to describe it. It's just like my monthly lesson that I do based on taking people out into the world or going somewhere and getting reference photos and doing a video and talking about the experience some, and it's just kind of, I don't know how to describe it. My goal is to show people that you can, it's kind of a twofold thing. It's like, I want it to be a real life experience. We have so much in front of us now that is artificial, AI, right? Like, and I use AI all the time. I mean, there's tools that I use all the time, but I think that there's a threat, like some kind of like threat to people's creativity if we don't, if we just start like relying on it so much, and it can like make us feel like, well, what's the point of me creating artwork, or, like that kind of thing. So my goal is to really inspire people and encourage everybody that your artwork matters and you don't have to rely on AI. Like, you can go out into the real world, you can take your own reference photos, you can create beautiful paintings from those reference photos. And my goal is to show you, an example of that, and hopefully through that to teach you how to do it on your own. So this month, I'm going over, actually, I was thinking about it and I'm like, what am I going to do this month? Because I also want to share something that's kind of inspirational, or, just like a thought about life. Yeah. And I was thinking about what could I share? And I was thinking about sharing something that's like related to your roots. And so I decided I'd go over to my parents' house and do something kind of related to my roots. And so, yeah, I'm excited about it.
That's a really good idea, Jed. You have, you always have a lot of good ideas that connect with the heart. They're very meaningful.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. I loved, so Jed did some of his bloom lessons. Well, the last one was about silver days. You know, we live in Washington and it rains a lot, and it's easy to get a little depressed with the weather because it's gray and kind of cold. But we've decided to call them silver days and to just embrace it and look for the good in it. And so that was Jed's thought behind the last one. And it was a painting of like a channel of water.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was kind of in response to our daughter's fairly negative attitude in that very morning, where I was taking her to school, and she was saying, I don't know, she just said something that I'm like, oh man, you know, there's two different ways of looking at this day, and we have to make a choice. And honestly, there aren't like that many things in life that we control, but we do control ourselves, and we control our thoughts. And I think it's very freeing to realize, when we realize, like, actually we're in charge of our thoughts. And maybe if you feel like your thoughts are totally out of control, it's because you've never actually worked on it or trained your mind or you know, like developed that part of you so that you feel like you know how to, you know, kind of direct your thoughts in a better way. But just like anything, it's like something that you can develop and work on. And I think it's super amazing because that's literally changed my life. You know, and it's something that I have to work on all the time because it's easy, very easy to let negative thoughts be the more dominant thoughts in your mind. And so anyway, that was last month.
Yeah. Whenever I watch Jed's bloom lesson, especially just like the first 5 minutes, I usually like start crying a little bit because I find them just very moving. The one before that was daffodils. There were some daffodils behind the studio here. And you talked about like dreams and our gifts being buried, like during a season of winter, and then in under the right circumstances with the sun and the weather, you know, the daffodil, those bulbs just explode. And it was really cool to think about that, how you can say it better than I can.
No, that's exactly what it was. It was just thinking about how everybody has dormant, like we might not recognize what's inside of us. And I mean, I know just from talking to lots of people, lots of artists, lots of, you know, everybody at different stages of life, and it's like, a lot of times we have these dreams or visions or ideas, and they haven't come to fruition yet. We haven't been able to achieve that, or, you know, and we might think like, well, I used to love this. The example, of course, is if you're thinking just about art and you're like, well, you know, I wanted to be an artist when I was young, but now it's too late, you know, and just the idea of like, well, no, you have this gift that's buried inside of you, and it might just be under layers of dirt, but man, if it's given the right time, the right opportunity, it can burst forth just like the daffodils did. Like, and they were just sitting under the ground and nobody knew that they were there because it was just kind of a pile of dirt that this excavator guy had scooped up and put over to the side. And then all of a sudden I'm looking out there and I realize like, whoa, there's daffodils in there. Like we didn't know that. And it's just that way with people a lot of times. Like we don't even know sometimes what the gift is that we have inside of us. But if we put a little time into it and allow it to grow and give it a little bit of space, it'll come to life.
Yeah. Remember that lady, that speaker we listened to? She was at a restaurant. It was the middle of the winter, and she was eating at a dinner by herself. And the waiter kept telling her, he was talking to her about the menu, and he kept saying, "You'd be surprised at what grows in the winter."
Yeah. That was such a cool
She's
thought.
like, "Oh, interesting." And he kept talking about, I don't know, just that idea that.
Her main point was that it was like, you'd be surprised what grows in the winter. Because she was eating, it was like a farm to table kind of restaurant. And she didn't know what she would be able to eat because it's just like the middle of the winter. And so, but as she's talking to the waiter, he kept using that phrase, like, yeah, you'd be surprised what grows in the winter.
Well, it's amazing. Well, we live in Washington, so we have pretty mild winters, but it does usually freeze for a while, not very long. But I planted lettuce and spinach in the fall, and it was so mild that this spring everything was fine, and it just kept growing. So I'm eating these awesome salads every day for lunch with lettuce that I planted last September, and it's just
pretty amazing.
Keeps amazing me.
Yeah.
That they survived the winter and now they're like flourishing and feeding me.
It's so awesome.
Yeah. There's definitely like a season of like hibernation, you know, and quiet, but then there's still life there, even in that.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so yeah, you got some nice comments, Jed. Rebecca is here. Rebecca Knutson. I'm driving home from teaching kids art. That's so cool.
Awesome.
I had to pull over to comment.
Oh, I love it.
Jed, I'm loving the bloom lessons and the positivity you teach as you teach them. The inspiration is my favorite part. That's how I feel, Rebecca. I just watched the first 5 minutes over and over.
Oh, boy.
That's cool, Rebecca. Thanks for pulling over and sharing. Yeah. That's so cool. Kathy, I'm loving the bloom. The whole process of finding the scene, editing and composing the photos, sketching, all the steps. Painting now on April's bloom. The silver days. A view from the train. A view from the train I took on a rainy day. Oh. So she's
cool.
Creating her own painting.
Nice.
That's so cool. How cool. Okay, Auntie's attic. How do you decide what to paint and when on this painting? It's not like you did darks first and then went on to lights.
It's very random.
This seems like more of a random experience here.
This is not a step-by-step painting. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Here's what's funny about. I'm not going to go into that. It's kind of a side. But if I looked at this in reverse or like went back over it, I might be able to like find the rationale for why I'm doing it. But in the moment, it's just kind of like, I'm just kind of thinking like, okay, let's get this area. Okay, let's move over here. But, you know, I was all on this side of the canvas because I started with the little gazebo, and then I realized like I need to get these blossoms in because they're so beautiful. Yeah. So I want to get them in, and now I'm just gonna keep going. But I mean, this area had more, I guess, significant things with the water reflections. You know, some of the even the background over here, and then on this side, there's a few areas that are there's not a lot of detail in this area right here. It's just like kind of the same, but there is a little bit of sunlight, and then you've got a few bigger I don't know, plants. They're kind of like big leafy plants, but I felt like this will be a little bit easier to fill in. So I wasn't worried about it at the beginning, but at some point you kind of have to tie everything together.
It's a challenging photo, actually, isn't it?
It is. But I'm always up for a challenge.
Yeah, you are. Gretchen posted earlier, I lost her comment now, but I think she said this was a birthday gift for her husband.
Oh, really?
I think that's what she said, yeah.
That'd be so awesome.
She said no pressure, though.
Oh, well, I put a lot of pressure on myself.
Oh.
I mean, don't have to feel bad for me. Of course, I want it to turn out. Guys, I was at a plein air competition last week and I didn't win a prize.
Oh.
It's my first time it's my second time in that competition that I didn't win a prize, but I'm like, it's so funny. I get so, it was good for me. It was actually really good for me because the first time I went to that competition, I didn't win a prize, and it created like this chip on my shoulder because the reason I didn't get a prize that time, I felt was very clear. It was that my paintings were acrylic, and the judge just kind of, you remember, Renee.
I remember hearing you talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, well, it was a early experience. The thing that got me was I didn't win a prize from the official judge, but both of my paintings that I'd entered in either of the competitions that were happening, they sold immediately.
Yeah.
And it was kind of clear to me like that, the collectors and the people, like they saw that they were good and they were valuable, whatever. And so it did give me some solace, like, okay, but it put a little fire under me, like, okay, I don't want this to happen again. I want to get better. I want to, kind of want to win these things. I played a lot of sports. It's part of my nature. I'm competitive, and I don't feel bad about it. It helps me just try for things. But I will say this, I was so delighted with who won because it's a friend from back there. Her name's Donna Short.
Oh, this year. Yeah,
this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was just so cool because her and another woman named Marianne Davis, they both won significant prizes. I think Marianne might have been the runner-up to the first place, the best in show. But I know, of course, Donna won the best in show. And it was just so cool because Donna told me, she said, I've been coming to this event for probably 15 years or maybe more. Oh. And she said this, you're always hoping that you're going to win. She's never, she said she's placed before. She's had paintings get, prizes, but never, ever the best in show. And she's a very good artist.
Yeah, I remember her.
Yeah. Her work is really, really beautiful, really pretty. And like, so it was cool because, it's just cool to think like, and the look on her face, I think both her and Marianne, like, I saw Marianne's face a little bit easier when she got, but it was funny because Donna, both of them were so surprised. Donna forgot to grab her painting because you're supposed to grab your painting, to come up. So she walked up to the front and then they're like, oh, you still need to get your painting. So she had to walk back and grab her painting. But it was just like, it was so cool. And I realized in that, like, I think it's fun to be competitive, and I love like those kind of events because they are competitive. It just adds a little reason to go and get together and paint. But it was really cool because I was so happy for her that I legitimately wasn't sad that I didn't win anything. Like I was so, and I did win prizes. I won a prize for my Nocturne and I won a prize for my quick draw, but I just didn't win a prize for my main painting that I entered.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's fun to think, like, sometimes I think, what would it be like to be competitive without having any kind of
like jealousy?
Yeah, what's it like to be competitive in the most pure and wonderful way? And I think it's to do your very best, and of course to try to win and to compete with all your heart, but also to be able to celebrate when other people win.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's a little picture, because I've thought about this a little bit as like someone who believes in the afterlife and heaven. I've been like, I don't think that competition is wrong in itself.
Yeah.
But I think that we make it wrong, or it becomes tainted because we take it to these places of competition means I have to hate my enemy, and fight against them and that kind of thing, instead of just being able to go, like, I did my best and but look at what so-and-so did too. Wow, how amazing. Like, so proud. And Justin, our friend Justin, he won prizes in every event too. He did so well. Like, I thought his paintings were wonderful. And he also was very kind. He loaned me a frame so that I could put my Nocturne into a frame, because I traveled without anything.
Yeah. Yeah, Martha Towner says, I'm preparing for the Art 64 tournament June 5th and 6th in Wisconsin and online. It helps me to hear your thoughts on art contests and prizes. Yeah. My daughter and friend were also juried in, so we're excited.
Oh, cool.
That's neat. Yeah, it's hard, right? When we watch our daughter, she does competitive gymnastics, and of course you want your kid to win. And
you really do.
No,
I'm just joking.
Do more than I do. But it's hard not to want the other girls to do bad.
Well, it's like a little different in that situation, because you can see what other people's scores are in the moment, and you're thinking to yourself like, oh man, the only way that Willow will win is if this girl doesn't do that well on this event, or something.
That's what happened at the
But it's different in an art competition, because they're not scores like that.
Yeah.
And it's so arbitrary based on one person's opinion in the moment on that day. Like, if the judge thinks that my painting is the best, it's going to be the win. But if they don't, it's not going to win. And you can have so I do think it's a little different. It's actually easier in art to celebrate other people's wins because of that.
Apples and oranges kind of.
Yeah. It's like, honestly, you can do your best and you cannot win. And then the story that I was talking about with other people, I've told this story before, but somebody else was affirming it happening in a totally different environment. But I just think it happens all the time. It's like this guy that I know, he won a $10,000 prize with a painting that had been rejected.
Oh yeah.
At the previous show that he'd entered it in. It's like, it didn't even make the show 2 months ago, and now it's winning the $10,000 prize. Are you kidding me? Like, that's crazy. But it's just because it's based on one person's opinion on that day.
Yeah, it's just so subjective. And, somebody was asking about your colors, Jed, especially your red and yellow.
Just wanting to know what they are?
Yeah.
Or
what colors are you using?
This is magical red. This is magical yellow. This is magical blue. And if you don't have the magical colors, you can't create magical paintings. I just like to joke around a little bit too much, but this is quinacridone red. This is ultramarine blue. This is cadmium yellow light. And I don't know if there's anything else to say about it.
Yeah,
and this is
great.
phthalo green. So this green is very strong. It's like high powered, but it does create all these, like, that's why I'm using it today, because if you have a painting that has all these various greens in it, you want to be able to have a starting place that will move in all these different directions. That's like, you know, one of the things about painting this last week in New Harmony, I mean, it was green everywhere, like green upon green in spring, right? I mean, you go outside.
Oh, there's so many greens. I know.
It's crazy. So you have to figure out ways, like, how am I going to
create interest? And variety.
try to do something that's even just the idea of like differentiating parts of the painting. How am I going to show like that, like there's layers in this foliage here, you know, like it's like you definitely want to be able to figure out how to mix a bunch of different greens.
Yeah, well, you're doing a good job. It's so many variations.
Renee's being really nice to me today.
Is that rare? We get along okay, don't we? But we get along better when there's other people around.
We're on a better behavior when there's other people in the room, and you guys are in the virtual room.
One main difference between Jed and I is that I like it when decisions have been made, and he doesn't.
One big difference between us is that I'm a good person and he's a bad person.
No, it's a source of conflict because I want to make the decision and say what we're doing, and you like to brainstorm more and more ideas about it.
Not necessarily. It's just that we can both agree that there have been some situations in the last little bit that we could have handled better, both of us, right?
Yeah.
And I think part of it is just like decisions there's like decisions that require more time, and it's actually really wise not to say we've made our decision, but to allow it to sit for a little while, because it's a big decision and it needs time. Like you don't want to just like jump into it really quickly. And then there's decisions that aren't such a big deal, and sometimes I get caught up in making decisions that shouldn't even like matter, and I might think that it matters more than it does and slow a decision down or something like that. But
let's not talk about it anymore. Okay, so just for anybody who's just joining now, Jed is doing a commission for Gretchen, who sent him some photos of this really pretty, it's from a neighborhood where her and her family visited.
In fact, one of the pictures had Gretchen swimming in the lagoon here.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, it's like on the secondary page, but I'm pretty sure it was you, Gretchen. I was like, just see a head, like in the water. I was like, I think that's Gretchen.
That's cool. I can't remember what island it was.
It's the Big Island.
Oh, the Big Island. Yeah, it's a Big Island. And the water was heated with the lava that was running under it. I don't even know how this works, but in 2018, she said the lava actually, what's the word? It covered the whole neighborhood, basically.
Somehow. Because that's the island that has it's just the continual volcano, isn't it? It's just like, and so this whole area got destroyed by lava.
Yeah, so we are preserving this beautiful place, this beautiful memory for Gretchen. I think it's really special.
And maybe for her husband, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, it sounded like it might be a birthday gift.
Yes, yeah.
Which is cool.
Gretchen said, have you thought of a career in the rodeo? This is for me, because you're really good at roping Jed in. That's so funny.
Anything, if you guys want to make Renee's day, just keep things like that coming through the chat. Like anything that will she will love you so much. Her favorite thing, like if I want to make Renee smile, all I do is I just say, I'm wrong and you're right. And she, see, you can see, it just makes her laugh. It makes her smile.
Oh,
it's like her favorite words in the world.
I don't have to be right. Okay,
I'm wrong and you're right.
Gretchen said we lived in that lagoon. I swam 50 laps every morning. Oh my goodness, Gretchen. Weren't there animals in there? Like,
wasn't that scary?
Alligator? Does it look like a place an alligator would live?
No. You don't know Hawaii very well.
No, I don't.
If you're thinking alligators live there.
Oh boy. Oh, there's somebody from Alberta. That's where I grew up. What an intense pleasure it is to be part of these live events. I love the feeling of truly being there and absorbing the magic of Judd's brushwork. Thanks so much. That's so sweet.
That's very nice. No, Renee's my favorite. She's the best in the world, and I couldn't have survived. I don't know how I made it through life before I met her. She's taught me so many things, including that I'm wrong and she's right.
Oh boy, you're funny. You're buttering me up.
What?
You're buttering me up for something.
No, I'm not. I just think it's fun.
Oh.
It's fun to have you here.
So our daughter Willow was at her friend's house. Her friend lives on a farm, and they had these lambs that were born on Saturday. And Willow and her friend in these pictures. I just got some pictures, and they're each holding a lamb.
Oh, are you serious?
They are, they're
super
adorable.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That's cool.
How cool is that? And they were born on Willow's friend's mom's birthday, so that was sweet. That was Margaret's birthday was on Saturday.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. That's so cool. Okay, so
Willow's friend's mom's.
Willow's friend's mom. Our daughter's friend's mom. But Rebecca said, I'm wondering if you had won that art competition in the beginning, would you have started Acrylic University?
No, probably not. That's the whole thing is like there's a bunch of stuff that you realize like over time, like
yeah.
It's good. You kind of, that's why it's like I said I kind of thought I was going to win a prize. Like, of course, like, I mean, I'm so
proud.
Did you say proud?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the easy way to say it. I would use a more nuanced word.
Confident.
Overly confident. Well, I mean, I won a quick draw, and then I won a nocturne, and then they start at the bottom like honorable mentions, and like as it's going up, it's going like, and then it's like 4th place, 3rd place, and I'm like, okay, we're getting close, And then you realize like I'm either going to win first prize or I'm not going to win anything, right? And then I didn't win anything.
Oh.
And it's okay. Like my point in all of this is not to feel bad for me. When you go, it makes me feel like I'm telling the story absolutely wrong. My point is that it is good. It's good to lose. It's actually like brings you down to reality. And the painting that I had as my final painting, like it wasn't as good as the other ones. Like that's honestly like the truth. And I think that I could have done better. I did my best for what I did. There was a day when we were there that I had to do some work on my computer. So I didn't even really paint that day very much.
Yeah.
But I still think that I liked my painting that I put in. It's not a bad painting. It's just, could it have been better? Probably. Could I have done another painting that was better? Could I have had a frame for my painting? Yeah, I could have had a frame for my painting. Like there's certain things that you do, but like I said before, do I have a little bit more drive now to like, because when you win, you're like, cool, awesome, like I'm doing great. When you lose, you go, I don't to get better. I want to work on this, because why did these other people like legitimately have better paintings than me? We had the same opportunity here. Yeah. What were they looking at? What were they doing? And how can I improve, to just become a better artist? So yeah, I think like it's really, again, it's kind of like perspective. How do we take losing without it demolishing us, but take it as a learning opportunity and go,
yeah.
Okay,
Sheila says, loving this painting so far, so vibrant. It's great already. Deanne says, Jed's mark making is stellar. Ooh, it's stellar, Jed.
Thanks. Appreciate it. I like the word stellar.
Oh, Margaret, this is not paper. Jed's painting on what kind of panel?
This is a ultra smooth gesso panel.
Yes. What's the brand? Or is it wood?
It's gesso board.
Gesso board.
Which is basically a type of wood.
Okay.
I mean, it's like a composite wood or something that's been gessoed with multiple coats.
Okay. Yeah.
Nathan is in the studio with us too, and he was there in New Harmony the whole time. We had a good time. We ate at the Yellow Tavern like probably too many times.
Oh, really?
Well, I mean, there's just not that many options. So
yeah.
It's either there or the Mexican restaurant. It's like, choose. Yeah. Which one do you want?
Very small town.
Or if it's morning, you can eat at the main cafe. Although I'm pretty sure I heard that that's going out of business.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of depressing. Sometimes you're like, wait, this place is one of the staples here. What will happen if you're gone when I come back?
Okay, Elissa is here, and she was at Jed's workshop last week in Indiana, and she says, it's like you taught us at the workshop, make as many mistakes as possible, because each one is an opportunity to learn and grow as an artist.
Did I say that? Huh.
Well, that's what she took away.
I'm just joking. No, I'm just joking.
Make as many mistakes as possible.
Well, yeah, totally. So the story that I told them was there's a study that showed this pottery class. It was like in a college somewhere where they gave two separate classes or groups of students two kind of criteria they said, okay, to the one class, they said, you will be graded by how many pieces you produce, quantity, right? So it's like your grade is directly related to how many little pots you throw or whatever you call it in pottery. And the other group, they said, you will be graded on quality, like the quality of the pots that you make. And then they let them go for the semester. And at the end of the semester, who do you think had more pots? The quantity people, right? Like that was what they were based on, was, making the most that they could. Who do you think had the highest quality pots? The quantity people had the highest quality pots.
Because they made more.
Because they practiced so much more. Yeah. They were just like, doesn't matter what it looks like, let's just go. And they just like threw stuff out there.
Yeah.
But it's in the failure. It's in all the process that we learn. And so, it doesn't matter. It's just like, go for quantity, like paint, create, do it. Don't worry about the quality of it. Just do it. Yeah. And I thought that was like a really good lesson for all of us. And especially for, when you're just thinking about like workshop and how do you grow and everything, it's that's helpful.
We've created so many miniature painting challenges.
Oh yeah. that total
It's
idea.
where you paint on 6x6 or 8x8 canvases, so they're small, and the idea is that they're quick and small. Instead of working on one huge painting for a month, you could do 4 little ones in a month and be done with them. You know, work on it and then be done and move on and just learn quick. I think you learn quicker that way, and you don't get stuck as easy.
Yeah,
you can just
and
move
that's a perfect example of that being worked out in that's a practical output from that idea. And we've seen it, you know, but what was cool about the study was it was kind of verifying that idea.
That is really interesting that they actually studied that.
Yeah.
Because we've thought that, but I didn't know.
I know.
Kind of cool.
We just have intuition. We're like, I think this works.
Yeah. Yeah, so for those who are Acrylic University members, there's a class tomorrow. Diana Shine is doing her workshop at 10 o'clock Pacific time in the morning. It's a new month, so we're doing sunrise and sunset. That's the theme for the month. And Diana's going to be teaching tomorrow.
We're also going to be watching A Fiddler on the Roof.
Really?
No, but sunrise, sunset.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it made me think
of. Yeah. We should watch that.
Yeah. We should make it mandatory to come to the workshop. You have to have watched The Fiddler on the Roof. Maybe that's taking it too far.
Wow. Well, this painting it looks really nice. It's a hard one though.
Man, I'm just looking at something in it.
I mean, there's so many brush strokes. Like there's no really big areas like a big sky or a.
Did we start an hour and 20 minutes ago?
Yeah. Well,
wow.
We were a few minutes late, of course, but.
Yeah, you're right. Renee's starting to get a little bit concerned about the time.
Well, Willow's
She's
in
like,
the house, and you know.
What? She's in the house?
I think she just got dropped off by Margaret.
Oh, cool.
Well, I heard a car out there. I don't want her to starve.
I don't think she's going to starve.
No, she'll be fine. Elissa said what Jed isn't saying in that story is that he was painting while telling it, and he also illustrated a really dramatic flick of his brush on the canvas and then recovered the painting from his mistake. Quote, quote, mistake.
I did?
I guess so.
I don't remember any of this, but I mean, there's so many things that people could tell me almost anything retroactively and I would believe them because I like forget so many things. I want to stop saying that I have a bad memory. And what I'm going to start saying is what my grandma used to say all the time. She would say, I have a very good forgetter.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. So I think I'll say that from now on. I have a very good forgetter.
I do too.
It's like really good. It's like really, really good. So don't take advantage of my forgetter.
Patricia, the leaderboard. Yeah, Patricia, you're part of the Brave Artist community in school. So if you go in there, you, let's see. Yeah, along the top, it says community, classroom, calendar, members, map, leaderboards. So just click on leaderboards and you'll see everything. Yeah, we chose 4 p.m. Pacific time today because Jed's been talking about what percentage of people...
It's like 3/4% of people in the United States live in the East Coast time zone.
3/4. So 75% of people live in the East. So that's interesting. So somebody might want to Google that right now and like see if that's true. I'm pretty sure that I got that from ChatGPT or something. So I don't know if it's totally true, but yeah.
I was asking a related question to like, when should I send this email? And it said that.
Yeah.
So,
well, if we start at 4 here, it's 7 in the east. If you start at 5, it's 8. And so it may start to get a little late for some people if we start at 5 or especially 6.
It's definitely hard to plan everything for everybody's schedule. Just so you guys know, we try to do our best, but inevitably there's going to be people that can't make it at a particular time. Mm-hmm. So I think I checked with Gretchen, since this painting is for her, and she seemed to be pretty flexible on this day. So then we just kind of like went with the time that worked for us. And
Judd, are you going to do more of these commissions? I saw you took them off.
I took it off because honestly, I didn't sell. Like, you guys had your opportunity. I'm sorry. You had your opportunity to do it, and now it's too late. And you missed it. Well,
you're pretty busy, so I think it's okay.
Were you trying to get me to do them, or are you saying like, I'm glad that you're not doing it?
I'm glad you're not doing it anymore right now. Yeah.
That's not nice.
I think it's a great idea. It's just, there's a lot going on.
Well, what if there was somebody out there right now that really wanted me to do one, and you were saying, I'm glad that you can't do it for them?
I don't know.
That's not very nice.
Oh, boy. Okay, Jed, I know you get this question.
How do you varnish your paintings?
No. Can you guess?
Okay, let me guess another one. What colors are you using?
No.
Why do you start on black?
Yes. Priscilla asked.
Okay. Look, hey, we have been doing this for a little while, meaning we get the questions, they come through, and we answer them. Why do I paint on black? I'll give you 2 answers. The first one will be practical. If I paint on black, I control everything in terms of the light in the painting. There's no light on this board unless I want it to be there and I put it there. So like, this highlight of yellow is there because I put it there. And this highlight of yellow, and all the values and all the colors are there because I put them there. If it was white back there right now, you would not see the color as much as you would see all this white. And even if it was a lighter, like any other color or something like that, we would see a lot more of it. Right now, we see the color that I've put on the black. And the black, we see it, we know it's there, but it's not like doing anything in the painting. It's just kind of like there. So I'm controlling where the light goes. Yeah. And I like that because I'm particular about wanting the painting to glow in a certain way and the light to really stand out. And I want to direct the eye around the painting. So that's the practical answer. The philosophical answer is I paint on black because there was a time in my life when I didn't have any hope. I felt like I'd ruined my life through addiction and through my own bad choices and the way that I had lived my life. And it was a very dark time for me. And it was in that moment of that darkness where I was painting by myself in my studio, and I felt like God met me in that very dark time and started giving me hope again. It was my only hope, was that it would come from outside of myself. I didn't have the answers in myself. I didn't have anything good that I could offer, but God met me and started bringing color and life back into my life and into my heart and into my relationships. And So that's the philosophical reason, is because when I paint on black, it reminds me of what my life is about. It's to help other people also know that no matter how far you've gone or how broken you are or how messed up you've made your life, that with God, there is always hope. And no matter how dark and futile your life seems, there actually can be a lot of beauty that can be brought into your life, even as hard as it might seem right now. So it's a little snapshot of my story when I paint on a black canvas. And that's one of the other reasons. That's the other reason I do it.
Yeah, my dad passed away about a year and a half ago, and I read a book about heaven around that time. And it was about a lot of people who had died and then had these experiences and then come back, and then they're sharing their experiences, and there's so many correlations between all their stories. But one of them was that they would see colors that they've never seen before.
Yeah.
It was a really, really interesting book and really, really cool to think about. And sometimes I think, Jed, you see color in a way that not everybody does. Like I didn't know that there was purple in shadows. But if you and I are going on a walk, you know, I just start to notice things like that if I hadn't been married to you, I would never have noticed that. And
probably a bunch of people who are listening can attest to that happening, partly just from doing art, right? Because as you're creating and trying to paint, and you're noticing all these things in a reference photo, or you know, if you're out painting on scene, you just start noticing it in life in general. Like, think about the way that the light hits a subject, or the way that the shadows reflect. You know, there's a reflected light, and that's what you're kind of talking about. That's probably where that violet comes from in a shadow. Is usually it's probably just coming from the reflected light, when it's not getting direct light, but it's getting a little bit of light reflected from the sky. And you don't pay attention to it usually unless you have a reason to. And it's the easy illustration of that is like, you don't notice how many Ford Mustangs there are until you start thinking about buying one. And then you go, oh my goodness, like there's a Ford Mustang over there. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of Ford Mustangs because Nathan's leaving right now, and I heard him start his car. And it's a Ford Mustang.
That's funny.
Nathan's a big car guy, so if you see him around, this was funny. Elissa saw us in New Harmony when we first arrived down, and she saw us at the gas station, and she was like, "Oh my goodness, like there's Jed, and I think that's Nathan." But she didn't say hi because I think we were leaving. We were getting in the car, but it was just kind of a funny thing.
She thought you were a celebrity.
She thought. I know that's what happens, is like you think something and then you meet me and then you realize, oh, he's actually just a normal guy.
Yeah, Cheryl asked, who is Nathan? Nathan, he's helping us out with social media mostly. He's 19 years old, and
he keeps track of me when Renee can't.
Yeah. We need more than one person.
Nathan keeps track of me in the gym in the morning. Nathan keeps track of me like lots of different, on a trip like that. You know, it's like all sorts of good things.
Yeah. No, he's amazing.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll brag on Nathan a little bit.
Too bad he's not here.
Yeah, I know. He just walked out. Like we were too busy for him to say bye
I waved
to
at
us.
him.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't see anything. But Nathan, his dad passed away when he was 14. And I met him probably 2 weeks after that. And I knew, I didn't know his dad or anything, but I knew that his dad had passed away. And I don't think I'd met anybody in their family prior to meeting Nathan. But my heart was just immediately drawn to Nathan. I just like was imagining I don't know, just how hard that would have been and everything. And so we met playing basketball, and that was probably August or September, probably about 5 or 6 years ago, 5 years ago. And that following summer, I was helping out at the church camp. I was a leader of a cabin, and his mom came up to me because by then I met her. I knew them a little bit more. And she said, you know, this week is going to be really challenging for Nathan because it was a year ago exactly when he was at camp last year that his dad passed away. So, you know, just be aware, and she gave me her number and different things. But so I went into that. So that was the first year at camp that Nathan was part of my cabin. And we spent so much time together. You know, we played basketball, and that was the day. This was the day that honestly it was crazy. If you don't believe in God, like, man, this day was one of those ones where you're like, wow, there's something special about this day. And what happened was we were okay. It's the day of the camp that they're doing a 3-on-3 basketball tournament. And I'm just kind of like pretty relaxed about stuff like that because it's just like, whatever, it's just 3-on-3 basketball tournament. But Nathan, man, he was all into it. He was very excited about it. And I was excited about it, but I wasn't. I just think you go in and you just like do your best and kind of, but he wanted to talk strategy with me. He's like, so what do you want to do? Like, how do we want to, approach this? He was like, talking about all that stuff. And I was just like, I don't know, man, like, let's just go and play and have fun and win, but in all of that, in the conversation, I realized like, this matters to him a lot, and I was like, man, and his dad died a year ago, and this matters to him a lot. And we sat and then we had about an hour before the tournament started, and we were sitting in our cabin and talking, and I started talking to him about like his dad and about like how it had happened or what had gone on and like how his family had dealt with it, or, like, did they talk about it much and how had he processed it, and kind of realized that he hadn't processed a ton. And so we ended up sitting there like on the edge of the bed and like just kind of having a heart-to-heart conversation and crying. I just remember crying, and I just remember like praying for him and thinking like, here's this young man that like lost his dad a year ago, and I have this opportunity to play a basketball game with him, play in this tournament with him, and I'm like, and I said like, let's go win this for your dad. And like, I was like, I don't know what everything I can control, but I was like, dude, I'll tell you what, I'm going to try as hard as I can to win this basketball tournament because this is going to matter to Nathan. And it would be so cool. And so, of course, it wasn't just us. There were some other guys that were on our team. but when we got together beforehand, I told the other guys, I was like, man, like, listen, let's try to win this for Nathan and win it for Nathan's dad. Like, this would mean a lot. And so we go out and we're playing, and this is where it became almost like miraculous. Like, Nathan was just like, it was after his freshman year or so, I don't know. He wasn't that old, and he didn't score that many points in the tournament. But here's what was crazy. Every game you play, you don't play for a time. You play until you reach a certain amount of points. So it's like, might be the first team to 21, or for the first team to 30, or whatever the score was. I don't remember. But every time the game got down to, like, we needed one more basket to win, or one more 3-pointer to win, Nathan hit a 3-pointer at the end of every game.
Oh my goodness.
Literally every game to win the game. It was like so cool. Totally crazy. And so we make it to the championship game. And this team is it was pretty clear, like, they were going to be the team that would beat us. If there was any team that was going to win, like, it would be, obviously we're in the championship with them. So it's either us or them. And they've got this one guy on their team that's really good. And I was like, okay, I have to guard this guy, and I have to do my best to, like, stop him from winning the game for them, because he's going to score all the points if I don't stop him. So it's like the kind of thing where I was like, I played the hardest defense that I probably ever played. But I was like, it's for a good cause. I was guarding the guy out at the half court line. Like, I was doing whatever I could to stop him from scoring. And it came down to the very end of the game again. And we passed Nathan the ball, and he's got a 3-point shot that he puts up, and it goes in, and we win the game. And we just, like, started celebrating so much. And it was this incredible moment. And then the crazy thing was, I looked over at that kid that I'd been guarding so hard, and I saw him walk into his cabin, and I saw, like, I could tell he was crying. Oh. And I was like, oh man, like, I just, like, was in a way, like, I wasn't mean to him. I didn't do anything dirty or anything, but I played so hard, like, and they lost, and I realized, like, oh, he wanted to win probably just as bad, like, as Nathan. And I went into his cabin. I was like, hey man, like, can I explain a little bit? I was like, I feel bad, but I explained the whole situation, like, and I explained like why I was going so hard and why it meant so much and why we were celebrating like we were and everything. And it was actually a really cool moment with that kid too, where
he didn't know what was
going on, and but it was really, really cool. So anyways, that was like one of my first real experiences with Nathan, was being at camp and winning the 3-on-3 basketball tournament with him. And it just, like, bonded us forever. Like, I will never forget that moment. And I know he won't either, but it was pretty awesome. Oh yeah. Dominic, come on in, dude.
Dominic.
Our friend Dominic is here.
Yeah, we're on YouTube right now, actually. Hi, Veronica.
You guys can come in. We're doing a live stream right now.
Jed's painting. That's okay.
You can come in. You don't.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Good. We're doing awesome. How are you?
Good. We're gonna leave.
Okay. Why don't you text me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Nathan is one of the. He's like a outstanding young man. Peter worked with us for however many, 7 years, and he was an outstanding young man, like the kind of person that you go like, wow, this guy's like, how old is this guy? You know, and you're like kind of like scratching your head, like me especially. I'm like, I'm still not that mature. I'm however old I was. And it's kind of like that with Nathan. It's like,
Yeah.
He's just a crazy responsible.
Yeah. Hey, Jed, we're getting close to 2 hours here.
Yeah. Well, what do you want me to do? I'm going. I mean, you know, what do you want me to do?
No, I don't know. I just want to give you an update.
Okay.
But I think it's beautiful. Like we're
Thanks.
excited to see the sky come in.
Well, I'm getting close, even
Yeah.
though it looks like it's like the rest in here is not a lot of detailed. I've done like most of the more detailed areas, and so
Yeah,
it's
no,
not
it's
going to
amazing.
take forever.
I really like how the water, it looks really soft and reflective. When you first did it, I couldn't really see that, but now I see.
Good.
It looks really good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that it's taking so long.
Gretchen says don't rush it.
Of course. Renee says rush it. And Gretchen says don't rush it.
I'm time sensitive.
No.
Oh, Crystal said, Jed, you and Diana saved me after my daughter died. I was in a bad place. I'm grateful. Oh, man.
Well, we're thankful that I'll just give credit to God, because if he hadn't saved me, I wouldn't be able to do anything to encourage or help anybody else. But it's an honor, and I'm glad. That's all I can say. I'm very glad. Anytime that we can be even just a small part of somebody's story, you know, and contribute some good, it's incredibly meaningful. Every week in our team meeting, we share encouraging emails and encouraging, I guess they're usually emails, but just messages that we get from members. And it's quite incredible, you guys. We appreciate it so much, but like we really do value you. And like when we get kind messages, it helps us, because there's a lot that we do that you don't always know, like, does this matter to anybody? You know, that we would work so hard on this part of this or whatever it is, you know? And that's why we read those it's like the first thing we do in the meeting, pretty much. Is we read one message and it encourages us. So thank you for sharing, you guys, whenever you know, have in the past. It means a lot to us.
Yeah, Gretchen says, I'd love if everyone painted this and posted their work. She wants to share the photo for anybody to paint.
Oh, okay.
I saw one in the AU community today. Somebody had already painted it.
What?
Yeah, it was so nice. You did a great job. I don't know. Well, I shared about this event a couple days ago, and so
oh wow.
She
That's
had
crazy.
like a day to paint it, and she did it. It was amazing.
I didn't know that this image was even out there yet. That's wild.
Well, the image I shared, it probably wasn't
the enhanced one.
No,
where
it wasn't.
I added some of the sunlight.
No, it wasn't this with sunlight. And you put two images together, right, for this?
Well, I
didn't have that one.
I don't know if the composition was two images, but I used two images to kind of like come up with the idea.
Oh, Luann, she's here. She's the one who did it. Wow, Luann, I really, really liked your painting. It was so pretty.
Cool.
Oh, Adele. Okay, it's Adele. I was so surprised you did it so quickly.
Yeah, it's awesome. Oh, well, I was going to say one more thing. I think I had one more little comment about Nathan. I'm trying to think what it was. Oh, yeah. So if you guys, you'll see him around more and more, because he's going around with me. We're filming stuff. That's why he came to New Harmony with me. And we're just kind of working hand in hand. And it's really cool. But if you do ever meet him, you'll know what I'm talking about. Like, he's a really, really wonderful young guy. And I don't know how, but like, to have somebody like Peter be in our life for 7 years, and we still obviously like see him periodically, and Johnelle, his wife, works with us. We're so thankful. But like, what are the chances like that you'd get somebody like Peter, and then you'd also get somebody like Nathan? It was super funny because we were sitting at dinner one night in New Harmony with a woman, Marcia, who is part of Acrylic University. And it's so funny. Like, she was in Florida, but she's from Washington. So she's from here, but she was in Florida on a trip with her like, what do you call those? It's like the things that you like drive around, motorhome kind of thing, Class B motorhome. And she saw that I was doing the workshop. She decided like, oh yeah, I could probably hit that on the way home to Washington from Florida. So she was in Indiana, but she was talking to us about her work. And as she's getting to know Nathan a little bit, we're sitting there talking. She's like, how can I get Nathan to work for me? And she's like, how can I get a Nathan in my life? But it's like that kind of thing. Like, my dad, we went down to my parents today. My dad's trying to poach him from me. I swear, if you meet him, you'll be like,
that's funny.
I want him to work for me. I told my dad, I'm like, no way, dude. Like, you ain't getting him from me like that.
Well, I know I'm doing everything I can.
I know.
I'm getting him food he likes.
Because he eats lunch at our house.
Protein drinks.
Yeah, it's so funny.
I'm doing my best.
We're doing our best. Nathan, if you happen to be watching this or watch this later, look, we love you, and we don't want you to like go away somewhere. Okay, I'm getting closer. And I have some sky to do.
Oh, is it just the sky?
Well, no, there's going to be a little bit more, but it's close. It's closer. It's
really close. It's so beautiful. It looks really lush, like how I remember Hawaii. Everything is growing really big and beautiful, and it's like another world.
Yeah. It is a jungle.
Kind of that. You captured the feeling of Hawaii.
Good. Thank you.
And I love those flowers. They are really, really pretty.
You're being so nice to me right now.
Oh, I always am.
I'm just joking around. Kind of am blending a little bit in here because some of this is a little bit more blended. So sometimes I'll, like, just try to kind of work different parts of a painting together a little bit more.
So Elissa is asking about Nathan. So yeah, in May we're going to Branson, Missouri, because the Plein Air Convention is there this year. It's a big annual event for artists. And Jed was invited to be on the main stage and do a demo presentation, which is, you've done a demo before, like you've been invited to do things before, but not on the main stage. So this is actually a big deal. And, but they actually don't let, Alyssa was asking if Nathan was coming. So Nathan's not coming.
We just told him yesterday. We gave him the bad news.
But we can't film anyway. I don't think they even would allow him to film Jed. I'm gonna sneak my phone and get some pictures and video, but I'm gonna try to. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping we're gonna fly into St. Louis, and I reached out to my cousin today who lives in St. Louis. I'm hoping we can spend a little time with him before we go to Branson. But yeah, Willow and I are going with Jed, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be really awesome, actually. But yeah, it didn't quite make sense to bring Nathan on this one. Partly because Renee and Willow are going. It's like I have a companion pass, and then I would have had to actually buy him a ticket to the event and just stuff like that. That's like
the base price for the tickets is like $1,700. If you buy them earlier, they're less. They do have online options though too. If any of you guys want to do the online option, email us because I have a code to get $100 off. So, but it's really cool.
I think isn't it Dorsey? Is it like
Dorsey-100 or Dorsey 100 or something? Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, they have so many artists come, and they'll probably be. I think last time there were probably almost 1,000 artists, 1,000 people at the convention, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
It's just
It's more than that, probably, honestly.
It's a fun environment, and
yeah, it's really fun if you just want to see a ton of things at the same time. Mm-hmm. I was talking to somebody recently, or in New Harmony, they were saying like, I'm not going, because they'd been a few times and they felt like there's a lot of information. It's hard. You have to go with the right expectations, I think. Like, I think it's really a great event, but you don't want to go probably thinking that it's going to be like going to a workshop, because you're going to be watching a bunch of different artists, and it's going to be difficult to take in everything and try to apply it to your painting or something like that. It's more like for the overall experience and maybe to get to learn about people and think like, oh, look, that person does this, or, kind of like learn more general principles or things like that. But it's a wonderful, wonderful time. I do recommend, if you have the chance at some point to go, like it's really cool. You meet a lot of people. Just don't put pressure on yourself to like have to, I don't know. I think that it's like a workshop on steroids, like completely.
Yeah, and there's paint out. You can take a bus, and then they have these locations scouted out, and then you can go and paint. And then the artists, the teaching artists come, and they'll walk around, and you can talk to them and ask them questions. And so it's cool. Jed, I found out today there's a movie theater at the hotel.
Oh, is there?
Yes. Oh.
What do you mean? Oh, is that good news for Willow?
Yeah, I think that will be fun for Willow. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I can imagine that being fun for you guys. I mean, for Willow.
No,
it'll be fun for you.
Be fun, yeah. Okay.
Okay, I'm getting close. Don't worry, Renee. Don't worry. I know it's not happening immediately, but I am working my way, and
you're doing great.
I will come.
Okay, passion to paint. Pace is amazing. I attended in 2013 in Monterey, California, and met so many artists I admired. Brian Blood, Kathleen Dunphy, Richard Robinson, and so many more. Their demos were awesome too. That's cool. Yeah, Willow and I went with Jed when it was in New Mexico a few years ago. And that was my first experience. It was fun.
Do, 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 do.
We all got sick. That was the hard part while we were there.
That was actually not that fun. That part of it
wasn't fun.
That part of it was hard. That was, oh man, I don't think I felt that good.
Yeah. Okay, is this guy coming? Oh, wow. It looks white. Whoa.
Whoa. Up. Wait. Hold it. Does he know what he's doing? Is this a big mistake?
Of course. Good gravy. This is beautiful.
Good gravy?
Yeah.
I like that. I'm going to have to remember that. Good gravy. I like having a few good sayings up my sleeve. If I can remember them, that's my problem, is that sometimes I forget them in the moment.
Whoa, it's very bright compared to everything. In a good way.
Sheesh.
Looking awesome, Jed. It's a beautiful painting. Great job.
I have no idea when you're talking and when somebody else is talking.
Oh, yeah, those are comments.
Oh.
I'm very excited because Jonelle, she lives about half an hour from us. She's on our team, but she started coming up to work in the studio with us one day a week. And I've always dreamed of having help shipping things. I've never had a way to figure out how somebody can help me with that, but she's helping me ship paintings and prizes. And so Gretchen, Jonelle will ship your painting next week when she comes. She comes on Thursdays. So we'll get it varnished. Jed will sign it.
That's assuming that Gretchen wants it. We haven't.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yet.
Gretchen, do you want the painting or do you want a refund? I hope she wants it. So far, she's been very positive.
Well, that's a good sign.
Trudy, so vibrant. Gorgeous work, Jed. Now, if I can do that, I'd be thrilled.
And you can.
Whoa, somebody said, S. Scott. That might be Brian. I stayed with a friend that lived near Branson, Missouri, and she served biscuits and chocolate gravy for breakfast. Whoa, chocolate gravy? Oh, Gretchen is pondering if she wants it. She's thinking.
All right.
She's thinking.
I hope she doesn't want it, and then I can give it to you, Renee.
Aw.
It'll be like our anniversary trip.
But I never went here.
No, this isn't the Big Island. This is Kauai.
Ooh. Oh, I think she wants it. She does, Jed. She wants it.
Oh, man.
Phew.
I guess I'll have to paint you a different one.
Okay. That looks it's so cool to see the black disappearing. Very satisfying.
Okay.
Nice.
Actually, I think I'm going to put something else over there.
Gretchen says, I love it.
Oh, good.
I think you did a good job creating like a really cozy atmosphere with depth, and
Oh.
like you just want to go hang out in that little gazebo.
Oh, yeah.
It's very inviting.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's I feel like the painting is, or the reference is so cool, you know.
Yeah, it was a good photo.
Yeah.
For sure.
I just think that it's kind of it's the kind of painting that you want to make sure you get some parts of it like pretty accurate, you know, like sometimes a reference is a little more loose, or like it probably doesn't matter if it looks like a place as much, you know, like it's the idea behind the photo.
Yeah.
But like obviously this is a place that they knew very, very well.
Yeah.
And so making it have a bit more accuracy and it's like a little bit more of what like a traditional commission or custom painting would be like. You know, like I keep putting down a slightly wrong color right here.
Yeah. Okay,
But,
lots of compliments. Yeah, in case you guys didn't hear that, Gretchen came here with her family, and in 2018, the lava destroyed this area, and she said they were the last ones to leave that area. And then, of course, they never went back.
The last ones to visit before
it happened.
Yeah.
So it's really, really cool to see it come to life.
Okay. I gotta get a different brush. And we will be wrapping up here very soon.
You signing it?
Don't rush me. Are you done now? Yeah, I'm pretty much done. There's just a couple little things that I'm just going like this. And yes, also we did celebrate the prize-winning stuff from the
Yes, the 30-day challenge.
Yeah.
In the Brave Artist community. Yeah, Julie Gortz, Trudy Zelenka, and Elissa McLaughlin. They're each getting a painting critique from Jed, actually.
Okay.
The colors make the depth rich and really beautiful. Yeah, I love all those greens and the flower, those pink flowers. Beautiful, vibrant painting. That is so exciting. Oh, what a great prize. Yes. For the critiques.
Oh, yeah.
My son's getting married in a week, going to Volcano, Hawaii for his honeymoon. Wow, it's called Volcano, Hawaii. This is so beautiful. I'm excited, can hardly wait. Thanks so much, Jen Renee.
Isn't it wonderful to have Renee here, you guys? Can you imagine how boring it would be if I was by myself? So this is just another chance to just affirm to her that her presence here really, really, really matters, and that we all love her so much. And
Jed, seriously.
What?
You're funny.
That's true.
You manage just fine on your own.
No, I don't. I don't manage on my own.
Well, Nathan can help too sometimes.
Nathan's good, but you're the best. Okay. I mean, come on, guys. Isn't she the best?
Judge, stop.
Now she's getting all shy.
Oh, boy. Okay, it's 6:10 now.
Okay. It's time. It's time. Okay, I will sign it.
Okay.
Whoops, wrong drawer. Here it is. Whoops, wrong pen. Here it is. Okay. Gretchen and husband. I don't know your husband's name, but I'm glad to have been able to do this for you. And I hope that it does bring some joyful memories back of this wonderful, wonderful place that was so special to you guys. And I really hope that you guys look at it and just feel happy about it.
It's amazing.
Okay, Renee, you want to come over and say bye?
Okay. Here I am.
Look right there.
Oh, there. Okay.
Don't look at yourself. Look
I know
at
I had
them.
to fix my hair a little bit, though. Okay.
All right, you guys. So glad that you were here. So glad that we were able to spend time, hang out. We love you guys. Gretchen, thank you for giving me the opportunity to do this, and we will get this sent out to you guys, or sent out to you next week. In fact, is Jono coming next week?
We can ask her to.
We need to figure that out. But yeah, it should go out next Thursday. I'm going to be here by myself. That's why I was asking, because Renee's going to Edmonton, Alberta next week. So we'll miss her. But love you guys.
Yeah,
have a
thanks for being
great
here.
rest of the day.
Yeah.
And remember that you are loved and believed in. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.